I want to address this to the parents of children that are grown and how they talk back to their parents like it's nothing will happen. When I was young, I remember I did some things that didn't kosher neither, but I learned lessons about talking back to my parents. But if your parent ain't doing right, you listen to the less, you listen to the only one you got. I'm hearing so many things about punishment, about you shouldn't punish them or don't get them. It's like sometimes you gotta let them know. You can't do that anymore. You can't baby them. I was babied. I didn't like it either. But I realize now that the adult kids can easily call the cops on you and send your ass to jail. So I'll be like this. I'll beat your ass and go to jail. You can't beat nobody's ass. You just gotta let them do what they gotta do. But take shit away from them is what you should do. Let them sit down for a while. If he ain't got no money for you and you ain't got no money for him, tell him that. That's what you do. You tell your son he got no business asking for money, knowing you owe her already. I'm talking for her, not you. This is just what I've seen lately. That even Selena's doing it. And she got the attitude from both of them. And you see, Teresa ain't taking no blame for that. You're both responsible for how you raise that kid. Her grandmother's trying to teach her the ways of the church. And she ain't church worthy. She can be church if she want to. I know she can't sit still. I got it. But that's when you have to lay the law down on her and let her know who's boss. You're supposed to do that. And I'm glad she's scared of one of y'all. I don't care how it looks. I know she's scared of her mom more than she's scared of her father. And that's exactly how it should be. That she get whooped. She knows she will be whooped. Never mind the one that won't do it. Anyway. I've been thinking about this for some time, My mother and father are now no longer here. They actually went on to home to glory. My brother is too. So I'm just saying this is for parents, kids, whoever wants to listen to this. How dare you mouth off to your mother or threaten her or do any of this stuff knowing you can't do that, and there's a law in place for that. I can actually make a phone call to call Dope Picture Services, make sure nothing happens to her. But you guys have a tendency to talk to her like she's trash, or she adopted you had them first, and I haven't seen that yet. I'm just saying this because I've seen time after time when another parent says no, so that should mean no. You don't deserve anything you get. If you can't behave yourself, why you think it takes stuff away from them is what you should do. Grown-ass men and women don't act like grown-ass women sometimes. Act like they're stuck in one age. So am I. But I understand what punishment is. You don't want to beat your kids. It's supposed you love them, you want them to do right. That's why you beat them. It's not good to say that, but that's what I'm hearing. Sometimes you gotta let them know who you're talking to. And I will say something back. I understand how that looks for some people. My mother she's not scared of me. She's not supposed to be, but I was scared of her. Yeah, should be scared of one of your parents. I mean, it's not to quote fear or whatever, but if it works, it works. Then she'll stop doing it. But at the same time, I don't like the fact that when adult kids, as far as I'm concerned, talk back to their mother any kind of way they want or ask for help, and they'll think they're entitled to the help. Knowing she's got our budget too. I've seen this play out since I've been here. I see parents are scared of their kids. I see parents not be their friends since they're parent. And it just bothers me how people won't take responsibility for their actions. And they should. They should. It's been on my heart for some time because I don't understand how we got so far in debt, where all of us remember the rules when you were little, right? They used to be able to go to school and you're safe, right? Every now and then you cut up and they tell your parents, and they tell you what you've been doing. You get grounded for a couple of days. I understand grounding. It's better than get your butt whooped, but sometimes you need that butt whooping. I praise both of them for doing that. I never forgot that lesson for some reason, where I got spanked for something I did, and my dad made a deal with me or a choice. I chose my punishment. I chose to get whooped and went outside, and it's temporary. Just wipe the tears off and go home and play. But when you have mixed children, okay, it's a little harder to do certain things. And you can't beat them like you want to. I know that's not happening, so you have to change up some things about how you raise your kids. All right? I don't have kids. There's a reason why I don't have kids, because of two reasons. One, I'm very selfish with my attitude. And two, I tried that already. I'm not dad material. I'm more of an uncle or one distant uncle. That's all I am. And I'm thinking how this plays out, how kids nowadays talk back to their parents and think it's okay to show out in the middle of this room, and that's what you do. Sometimes you got to beat the ass in front of people, let them know I'm not playing with y'all. You ain't got to do that every day. Just sit them down somewhere and explain the situation. With my father, when he was alive, explain why I got punished. He wasn't mad at me when it was over. He just told me, don't do it again. He talked to me. That's you want. He wants them to talk to you. My parents talked to me when I was on punishment. I had to go to my bed, lay down, can't come out the room until they tell you to. Sometimes in life, take the whooping. All you parents got to understand this. Take the whooping. Sometimes you got to let the kids know they can't do that to you anymore. I know they think they're grown. They ain't grown till they got bills at their home to pay. And they still ain't grown enough to tell you what to do. But I will do this. Any adult children or any elderly parents, if they mouth off to you, there's a hotline called Adult Protective Services. They'll never do it again. They'll never do it again. I'm just saying my piece because I don't like what's going on with anybody's family. It's like the second family I ruined in a couple months. And I'm not trying to do that. I understand everybody's got issues, whatever the case may be, but I've never seen anybody act like that and hope they don't get a whooping for it. I'm thinking about just random thoughts of what I'm having about whooping. Sometimes, God bless you if you don't do it. Good for you. But some kids are hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? And then when they're hard-headed, that's when you let them know. You let them know how you feel. And you want dialogue with your children first before you go ballistic and beat them. Let them tell you their story. Let them tell you what happened, and then you go from there. You don't want your kids afraid of where they won't come to you for answers. I was like that at one time. My mother was hard to talk to, and I told her that to her face. I can't help you, Mom. Which I regret to this day. I couldn't help her with my problems. I was still going through mine. But that was a lie. I could have helped her by that time. I didn't know what she wanted me to do. That was the first time that I felt powerless to help her, knowing she's going on a downward spiral. And I understand that now. I'm no longer mad at my parents. I forgave them all, my dad included. And I realized this world needs forgiveness. Some need to apologize to their parents for how they were acting and what they're entitled to, or whatever the case is. Nobody's entitled to anything. Nothing's promised. There's nothing promised to you. We have to toe the line at some time of our lives and keep people in check. Because they cannot keep telling you how to live or what they don't do. And all you got to say is, if they say no, who are you telling no to? Do it anyway. Sometimes you got to throw your authority on them. Let them know. Let them know you're not scared of them. I never want to hear a parent say they're scared of their kids. My mother was never scared of me. I towered over her, but she took me down. Are you kidding? Don't make a difference how you handle them. You can't beat them like you used to, that's for sure. So just take stuff away from them. Or ground them in there, set them down somewhere. Or ground her to her room like she ain't coming out. Until she understands what she did. That's how you're supposed to punish them. You don't beat nobody because you don't love them. You love them enough to beat them when it comes to how you treat them. You can't go overboard with spanking. That's just an old rule. Sometimes you gotta understand, stop doing the stuff they're doing. Hope it don't help. And then when you get hurt, then there's a story. There's an issue. So, signing off, because I said my piece already. All your parents, good luck to you. Grandma, Grandpa, how you doing out there? Aunts, uncles, whoever you are. God bless you all for raising kids like you did. And thank you for my mother and father, how they treat me. Thank them. Thank God for that too. Okay, bye.